Crazy title, I understand, but I really do love my family, and I am trying to live in a way that lets me spend the most time with them over my lifespan, over their lifespan. I'm not optimizing for today or this week or this month. I'm optimizing for the next 60 years. And the way I'm doing that is by starting my own business, getting into independent work, entrepreneurship. Like I announced 2 videos ago, VOV Media. By the way, if you want to start your own podcast, vovmedia.ca. Anyways, back to it. I seriously believe that entrepreneurship and independent work is the key to freedom in the long run, but not right away. At the start, it's basically slavery. You are degrading, you are suppressing your own freedom for a greater long-term return. But in the beginning, you are slave to your ambitions. You are locked up. And once you decide to lock those chains around you, it is on you to find the key. I moved out of university 89 days ago, and something that I usually enjoyed doing back when I was a student, when I was coming home for Christmas or summer break, was running a game of Fortnite with the boys. Let me tell you, I've been dying for the last 89 days to hop on Fortnite. It's literally right in the basement. I don't have a PC at school. I don't even have a PC here. It's my brother's PC, but it's a fun game. I can't even get myself down there to turn the computer on just because I've put the chains around me. Okay, I don't know if you understand this. I am slave to my ambition. Okay, I am so permanently locked in. I don't know how else to explain it. It's like my brain's telling me to just play some fucking video games, and my body is forcing me to work. I got too much shit to do to be able to go down there and play Fortnite. Trust me, I would love to, but there's too many things to get done. I gotta start, scale, and grow my business. I gotta buy a house. All right. I need to start a family soon. I need to have 3 kids before I can get back on Fortnite. So my future wife better have the triplet eggs on standby because I can't be waiting 27 months to hop on for a victory royale with the boys. Anyways, this graph is the love and time spent graph. The more you love your family, the less time you spend with them. And obviously, this is applying to high ambition young adults, basically, have to sacrifice time spent with family now for a greater good. So my brother was asking me this weekend, do you want to go golfing? I was like, listen, man, I would love to go golfing. Not for the golf. I like just hanging out with him. It's fun, okay? It's fun to hang out with your brother and laugh and talk about A and B roll. I have a good time hanging out with him, but I'm living for the long term. I don't think you understand. I'm living not for today, but for a lifespan. And this is, meant to be a lighthearted video, but this is like a serious mindset that, has real effects, real impacts on my own relationships. This graph, as simple and stupid as it may look, is a mentality that guides me day to day in what I do. My brother asked if I want to go golfing. Listen, I want to go golfing as many times as possible with you. But that means I can't go today, unfortunately. I just can't. I have to get off the ground. I have to launch. The starting phase of ambition, of business, of entrepreneurship is hopefully the stage with the most sacrifice in terms of time. Because you need to get a liftoff speed that you can't put on pause. It just can't be paused. Now, he comes up with the logical next counterpoint, and he says, all right, what happens if I'm on hole 5 and the dude behind me decides to hit a 300-yard drive straight into the back of my cranium and I fall dead on the floor? How are you going to feel about your ambition and your goals then? Super smart question, and I got an even smarter answer. So if we're being honest, that's probably not going to happen, okay? And people say you only live once, and it's true. Your last day could be tomorrow. You don't know when you're going to die. But the odds of your last day being tomorrow aren't that high. And it's actually irresponsible to live like every day could be your last. So what's the response to this? Do we just act like we are all going to live 82 years, 100 years, 40 years? Who knows? Let me tell you, I'm going to show you right now This is math. If you took Math 136, then you should be ready for this. This is called a probability distribution function, okay? So the way this works, the area underneath this curve, okay, this whole thing is equal to 1 or is equal to 100%. So 63, here on the x-axis, we have years left. Let's say this is my brother. He's 19. On most likely, the peak of this curve is 63 because the average lifespan is 82. Statistically, it's most likely that he lives another 63 years. What are the percentage chances of him living specifically 63 years old? Well, you just go up to the point on this graph, you line it out here, and whatever that percentage is, I don't know, I just made this up. This probably isn't graphically accurate, but it's something like 18%. And then you can go down here. Okay, he said to me, if he gets a golf shot to the back of the cranium, he could die. And let's say that happens at 0. Let's say he has 0 years left. He has 1 day left. That's a very low chance, buddy. All right, that's like something like 0.01%, something like that. So you ain't tricking me with that bullshit. Now, you can't just talk statistics when you're talking about people's lifespans. All right, it isn't that simple. I'm sure there's intuition. And my intuition is telling me that my family isn't dying in such a short amount of time. Now, that could be incredibly ignorant, and I'm going to look like a dumbass and maybe hate myself if a family member does pass away, a close family member does pass away in the short term. But I'm hoping that doesn't happen, okay? I'm hoping that we live healthy lives, and that's the thing. The way this curve works is not that 63 years is guaranteed. There's a good chunk here. There's like a 1-2% chance, whatever, that my brother dies in the next 5 years. And that's something you got to think about. So it's not like I'm completely ignoring him. It's not like I'm completely ignoring my family. I try to spend the most amount of time I can with them in the present relative to this graph. Seriously. So you balance it out. If I knew guaranteed they were going to live another 60 years, I might just lock myself in a room for however long it takes to unlock that total freedom. The reason I don't do that is because there is a small chance that they don't make it. So I don't want to feel like complete shit, but it's a bet I'm taking. I'm taking the gamble. I'm realizing that this is definitely not halfway. But anyways, I'm taking the gamble that they're going to make it and they're going to be okay. And we're going to have plenty of time to spend together. And this is kind of my mentality as it comes to, living for the future. Not just the future, but living for the lifespan. I don't know how else to explain it. I'm wearing the Future Looks Bright t-shirt for a reason. I'm trying to optimize for my next 60 years. And if I don't get the whole 60, or if a family member doesn't get that time, then I guess I made the wrong move. But I think there's going to be great moments along the way. And I think that, striving for big things is going to make loved ones proud. So love your family. It's very important. People are the bottom line of everything, of ambition, of love, of hate, sadness, everything. It comes down to people. People are very important. So hold the people who care about you close. And this is why I ignore my family. And it's because I love them. And it's because I want to spend as much time with them as I possibly can for the rest of my life. So, if you can relate, or if you think that this is a good mentality, let me know. Hit the like button. And this is a big whiteboard as well. This is massive. I should acknowledge that. If you want to get it, it's you just Google Uline whiteboard, your mom's size. Fat as hell. Anyways, see ya.